Hey everybody, I'm Jesse and welcome to another edition of Genex Thinks Live. And this is Monday, February 2nd. Dobie, what's up, Dobie? Glad to see you here. Glad you could make it. And today I was going to start off by talking about silver. Dog Karma, good morning. Glad you could make it. I was going to talk about silver prices. I was reading an article. And granted, Wayne Beatty. Good evening, Wayne. Glad to see you, Wayne. Granted, I don't have a lot of time to do deep dives into these subjects. So for full disclosure, I read these articles and, they make sense. And then I talk about them. So I'm not saying that any of these articles I read are factual. I don't have time to go doing tons of research to make sure they're right or whatever. But anyway, this article I read said that it was the silver futures that tanked recently because the price of silver tanked. And we touched on this a day or two ago on a recent live stream about people think they're investing in silver, but what they're actually doing, they're investing in digital representations of silver or something. I don't know. But the article I read said these digital certificates tanked, but over in Shanghai they have another ticker or whatever that tracks the actual price of physical silver, and it's still over $130 an ounce. Okay. Tripwire, what's up, Trip? Glad to see you here. Raziel, there he is. Glad to see you, Roz. Glad you could make it. So, if that's true, okay, which makes perfect sense to me. That's, and that's right up my alley. Y'all know that. So, because it's a lot of times, the sounding board thing, the echo chamber thing, when I hear shit that I like to hear that makes sense to me, I'm just more likely to want to talk about it and shit. So, but having said that, that it makes sense to me, with the stock market manipulation and all this, it's not surprising to see them fiddling around and manipulating the price of silver with certificates and futures and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And all these things, futures and certificates, they're nothing. They don't actually exist. It's just an idea. These are ideas that people trade for, and they're, you know what I'm saying? It's not even like back in the old days when you got a piece of paper that said you own something. It's just digital. It's an email. You know what I mean? So if somebody wants to go in and delete that email, then your email no longer exists. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, where we see this manipulation in these markets, silver, gold, stock market, of course, crypto, and that none of it makes sense to me. Sarge in America, glad to see you, Sarge. Muskogee land. Oh, okay. Can't sleep, Muskogee. Over there in Santa Fe, dude. Mr. Hurst. Hey, Hurst. How's it going, buddy? Glad to see you. Duncan. Hanging with Christopher. Glad to see y'all. Yep, glad you could make it. And following that line, look at crypto. I've been just the overall crypto market. It has tanked. I think it was September, October, it crashed, and it's just been going down ever since, right? Crypto's having a horrible time. And I think to myself, all these people that own crypto, why would they sell it after it crashed and keep it crashing? Why wouldn't they just hang on to it? Not to mention the fact, if you sell a thing, somebody else has to buy the thing. So which one holds more weight, right? So the act of selling holds more weight than the act of buying sometimes. unless they want it to go, unless they want the price to go up, then the act of buying, somebody has to sell it for it to go up. Yeah, so my question is, why is everybody panicking? Normal people, why does everybody panic and sell their shit? All right, when they know it's going to make it crash and make it less valuable. If they hung on to it, if everybody just hung on to it, they would. And that's a good example of that was the GameStop thing, right? A bunch of common people bought the stock and hung on to it, and they beat the system. They beat the corporations who were trying to sell it, and that's a perfect example. Okay, it's not the common people who are panicking and selling their shit. It's the common people who are taking it in the ass. It's these billion-dollar corporations who are unloading billions of crypto and shit. You know what I mean? Taking their profits, and they just crashed the whole thing. Same thing with the stock market and everything else, silver, whatever you want to. It's all manipulation. It's all smoke and mirrors, in my opinion. Not to say you can't make money off the game, but we also have to realize that it's a game. You know what I mean? Taurus is a donut. Yeah. Yep. I like my Tauruses with sprinkles on them. You slept like a baby, Hurst? Hell yeah, dude. That's the only way to sleep. Catch, what's up, Dragonfly? Glad to see you here. Yeah, screw the market and what they say is valuable. I just know, can you imagine, Sarge, just if everyone would wake up to this shit and realize that we're being manipulated and controlled through these systems, through these markets and all this bullshit, and place our value in real things again. Can you imagine that? The power we would wield. We could just make the entire world right overnight, damn near overnight. But I'm mad at Sarge because he's a Republican or he's a libertarian, and I'm a hardcore Democrat, and he won't vote Democrat like he's supposed to. So I'm mad at him, and you know what I'm saying? Or he's the wrong color, or he's the wrong religion, or he's something. There's a reason I need to hate Sarge. The TV tells me. So, I got to stop Sarge from living his life the way he wants to. Or I'm just not a good person if I don't stop him. You know what I mean? That is literally what we're taught to believe. And a lot of people believe that, and that's how a lot of people live. It's mind-boggling, really it is. Jeff7, what's up, Jeff? Glad to see you here. Dread Raider, there he is. There ain't no devil, just God when he's drunk. Yeah. Yeah. Tom Waits, all right. That's a good quote, dude. I like that one. People aren't ready for crypto. Yeah. If it could be, I don't know. I have a hard time trusting anything digital with long term, to get in it, make a few bucks if you can, and get out. I'll do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like anti crypto or anything. I just, when it comes to trusting my long term existence on something based on the internet and digital, I've got a problem with that. Something about it just rubs me wrong. Digital currency and shit. Yeah, it'd be real convenient, but I don't know if they can make something that can't be hacked and manipulated and shit. I don't know. Oliver Rust, what's up, Oliver? Glad to see you here. The Analog Kid. That's a good handle there, boy. Yeah, Analog Kid. I like that one, Analog. How's it going, man? Glad to see you here. Tomcat, there he is. Meow. Glad to see you, Tomcat. Yeah, it's all theater, Dolby. Yep. Yeah, that's what I believe anyway. I believe it's all theater, dude. And I could be wrong. I'm not up here, saying I know this 100% factual. But it seems like bullshit to me. A lot of manipulation. And if somebody gets rich, they would use their power to help themselves. I mean, I use all of my power within my power, all the power that I have to help myself and my family. I will help other people. Don't get me wrong, but I do everything I possibly can to help myself and my family. So I don't think, billionaires would be much different. They just have less scruples and they'll screw over people, masses of people to enrich themselves and their family. But the basic goal is the same, to help yourself. They just have more leverage and less morals. Water shall rise. We are the waters of the revelation. That would be awesome, Tomcat. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't want physical waters to rise. I live in Florida, dude. I'll be swimming. I'll be swimming to Georgia. Help me. Yeah, I'll be on one of those. I'll be like a Cuban on one of those garbage rafts paddling to Georgia. Yeah. Light Day, what's up, Light Day? Glad to see you here. Glad you could make it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the very few and the very rich really don't care about anything or anyone else. Yeah, they just don't have the same morals and the same scruples that we do. They don't give. They honestly, it goes back to the Middle Ages and shit. Maybe way before that, but where it's bloodlines, right? They literally think we're less, we're scum, because of our bloodlines. We don't have that royal, elite bloodline. So we're not in the same category of humanity as they are. We're cattle, we're sheep. And man, Dawn, what's up, Dawn? Glad to see you here. Glad you could make it. No, I don't either, Dawn. Yeah, I'd like to completely disassociate myself from those systems, completely. Sever those connections altogether. That's my goal in life. The devil was afraid of baby Jesus. Yeah, Christopher. No, Tripwire. No, back then I never thought that we'd be investing in shit that didn't really exist. Yeah, and it doesn't. That's the thing. People think of crypto and Bitcoin like it's a coin and stuff, but it's code. It's code, and it's insane that people will risk their lives, and everything on this kind of shit. Uh, Not only and just the volatility of the markets. So that's a little hard to understand. Some people do it. That's fine. I'm not downing on anybody who invests in crypto or anything. Like I said, I made some money in crypto a few years ago. Good morning, Michelle. Glad to see you here. Glad you could make it. Yeah, me too, Dolby. I have a hard time trusting anything. And I think sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's bad. It hurts me sometimes and sometimes it saves my ass. So, no, all right, Tomcat. Yeah, good day. We are humans in the orchestra pit, Duncan. Yep. Trippy hippie, Tomcat. Okay, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, giving our time and helping each other, that should be, and it used to be helping your neighbor and stuff. That used to be just a common thing. Now it seems like selfishness and and apathy are the calling cards of humanity. Yeah, Don, falling iguanas. It's raining iguanas down here. All right, Duncan. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I went swimming. You walked away from it all, Don? Yeah, that's what that's my goal. Options traders get squeezed, Roz. They'll short sell paper price on margin. When the price goes up too much, the lenders put out a margin call and forces the short holders to sell their positions. If they don't have enough to cover them in cash, it really has nothing to do with bars or coins. Yeah. All that was saying, Raziel just said, he explained it there. And to sum that up, it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? Options and futures and shit. It's a coin. It's silver. It's silver. It's a metal. You can hold it in your damn hand. But they've manipulated the shit into options and futures and shorts and all this other bullshit in order to rob us. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Michelle, that's a good way to be. Yeah, that's what I believe, Tomcat. Yeah, we're all royals. Yeah. Just another guy in the woods, straight out of Norway. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going, man? Oh yeah, it is Groundhog's Day, MW. Hey, MW, what's up? Glad to see you here. Yeah, you're right. It is Groundhog Day, huh? I need to watch that movie today. That's one of my favorites. You hunted them, Tomcat? Jared, what's up, Jared? Glad you could make it, man. Connecting the rabbit holes. Good morning. Hey. Most of the dealers are out of inventory, so it doesn't even matter what the spot price is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, being supportive of each other, Christopher. And maybe this is where we start. Maybe it starts here. It's got to start somewhere, right? Um, I don't know. And I'm not honestly all for big movements and shit, though I'd like to see one. But not not for some kind of altruistic, you know, kumbaya kind of just to stick it to these sons of bitches who think they were gonna use us like cattle, you know, just to give the double barrel middle finger to these elites, these rich, ultra rich sons of bitches who send us off to fight their wars and then rob us blind when we get back. Uh, that they deserve it. You know what I mean? Who deserves it more than them? And I don't care I don't care. They deserve it. Um, they should. They've never for a second had to experience poverty. Never done without for a minute of their lives. They don't know. They have no idea what it's like to have to go bust your ass and bleed and sweat for your money every day, just enough to pay the bills. The whole time you're out there sweating and bleeding, you're gut rotten with stress over what bill is coming due and shit tomorrow, getting blindsided by fees and taxes and stuff. When you think you have enough to pay the bills, then some fee or tax gets blasted out of your account, and now you're behind again. It's sickening. Yeah, yeah, Roz. Yeah, if a lot of bread is 5 cents, is meaningless if there's no bread to buy. Yep. You found mom's old silverware collection? That's like winning the lottery now, Christopher. Duncan, yeah. No, I don't think people believe that anymore, Dunk. Yeah, JP Morgan shorted the silver market. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, all right, Don. That's cool, man. Shoveling for your elderly neighbors. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. You got leprosy from an armadillo analog? Is that for real? I thought that was a old wives' tale. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tool of evil, I think, Michelle. Yeah, all we did was toe the line, Jared. You're absolutely right. Shannon, what's up, Shannon? Glad to see you here. Living and active. There he is. Good morning, living and active. Glad you could make it this morning. Coffee time, MW? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's 420? Uh-oh. It's always 420 somewhere, MW, right? Thank you, Michelle. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up button if y'all would. I'd appreciate it. Car restorations, Don? Okay. Yeah, there's good money in restoring stuff. There really is. Um, Electronic Music Underground does a lot of that. Another subscriber to the channel. He's on here a lot, hanging out with us, but he talks about that a lot too, how he restores things, and there's good money in it. So from cars to radios to furniture. Oh, Dark Karma, thank you. I appreciate that. Tara F, our newest member of Gen X Thinks. Welcome to the club, Tara. You're sitting on currency tripwire. As real as Bitcoin, just more valuable. You're giving us each what? I don't even know what that is. Trip. 1 million? Is that what it is? Yeah, we toe the line, and now the line is towing us, Duncan. Yeah. Oh, okay, analog. You don't have armadillos around there? We have a lot of armadillos down here, Florida, Texas, probably in Georgia, Mississippi, and along, all through the South. But we've got just a shit ton of them here in Florida. And I've always heard that they carry leprosy and shit. I never knew anybody who actually contracted the disease from them. Michelle, thank you, Michelle. MW. Congratulations, MW, the newest member of Gen X Thinks, the Elite Club. Now you're now a member of the Elite, MW and Tara. The Elite, yeah. We'll make our new a new elite. We'll make a new elite club. Screw those billionaires and shit. We have real elites here. Yeah, Christopher. Knowledge used to be power. Now it's just power is in deceit, right? If I can deceive enough people, I'll have power and wealth. But deceive enough people to think into thinking that money has value, that these digital currencies have value, that these certificates and shit have value, into thinking that I'm getting on a jet plane to go somewhere as a YouTube or a TikTok creator, getting a bunch of people to think that I'm somebody special, that I got invited to some premiere in New York or some shit. You know what I mean? It's all fraudulence. Yeah, Roz. Yep. Yeah, I've restored a lot of stuff to just for myself. I've never really tried restoration as a money making thing, just as a money saving option for me. Yeah, yeah, Christopher. Wish they would avoid traffic. Yeah, me too. Tab or Tang, living and active. Um, I'd say Tang. I gotta say Tang. I think. I don't know what the hell they put in it now. You know what I'm saying? I'd be afraid to drink the shit now, though. I wouldn't know what the hell they put in it. Oh, okay, Roz. You had Tang recently? Okay. Yeah, I bet it's just full of chemicals and shit now. And I would like to go back to the 80s and taste the two, Tang today and Tang back then and see if they actually taste the same. Yeah. Yeah, analog, yeah. The ancient serpent deceiver to masses standing in awe. Yeah. That's one of my theories that whoever's behind the scenes is long lived, whatever group or family or whatever. Yeah, we are Goonies, Duncan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Reap what you sow, pay what you owe, Don. Yep, you got that right. Ah, well, you're welcome, Light Day. Thank you. I appreciate that sincerely. MW, the original Coca-Cola. Yeah, yeah. I used to drink. That's what I used to drink. Drank it for a long time. I don't overdo it with almost anything. I'll drink like one or two sodas a day, except during the winter. During these winter months, I'll drink maybe two, three. That just depends. Sodas a day because I don't drink as much water. I'm just not thirsty, but I drink soda just for the caffeine and kind of something to do. I'm not really thirsty and I don't want to drink water. So, but during the warmer months, which are 9 or 10 months out of the year here in Florida, um, I drink gallons of water and maybe drink one soda a day. So I don't drink a whole lot of it anymore. Brad Davis, what's up, Brad? Glad to see you here. Yeah, Vampire Earth and Designer Blood Crops. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, yeah. OG had Coke in it. Yeah, Jared. Ovaltine, Don. Yeah, be sure and drink your Ovaltine, Don. Oh, okay. All right, Christopher. Yeah, the landlords. Yeah. God's Marine, what's up? Glad to see you here. Glad you can make it, man. Jack and Coke Muskogee. Yeah. Cheap frozen juice concentrate back. Yep. Yeah, three for $1 back in the day, Roz. Yeah. Yep. That stuff was good too. Yo-yos, Duncan? You didn't mention that. I didn't see it anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's they try to intimidate people and shit, Christopher. Yeah, if you know your way around, yeah, you can resist that shit. Yeah, don't shoot your eye out, Marine. Yeah. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye. I love that movie. I watch it every Christmas. Yeah, cruelty must be the point, Christopher. Is a lot of times it seems as though it is, huh? I mean, we talk about greed and follow the money and stuff, but sometimes it just feels like it's just base cruelty, right? Yeah, Jared. Yeah, I mean, it's basically, I mean, they sold out, and sold the rest of us out too. So I'm not sure that that can be argued too much anyway, not validly. Oh, okay. All right, Don. Bottled water is filtered through bone char. All right. Yeah, governed to death, Brad Davis. You're right. Yeah, those flavored ice sticks. We called them freeze pops. Oh, okay. They got sued over it. I didn't know that, Tomcat. Yeah, you're right about that, Brad. Epstein scum writes the law. And I was just reading a thing where this some deal came up. Now I forget what the point was now. Oh, it was given like $50 billion for illegal immigrants uh, benefits, like 50 billion or some shit like that. Benefits to illegal immigrants and like 90. I want to say 90 something around 90% of Republicans voted in favor of it to keep those benefits flowing for the illegal immigrants. And these people keep voting for these Republicans, right? Just vote the same people back in, even though they just voted to keep paying illegal immigrants and destroying our economy, devaluing our dollar by doing this shit. And they keep voting for these fools. They're people need to open their eyes to the fact that if nothing else, that all these scumbags are in the same. They're on the same team, and it's not our team. Democrats, Republicans, all these fools up there in Washington on Capitol Hill, they're all robbing us blind, every single one of them on both sides of the aisle. And they've got us fooled into thinking that they're at odds with each other, that they're up there battling each other and shit, right? That they're on different teams. Yeah, it's completely what a joke. Rex Chaoticus, what's up, Rex? Yeah, yeah, you gotta love that handle, Rex Chaoticus. Hell yeah, dude. Flavor sticks, Muskogee. Oh, okay. You've tried offering a win-win solution, but he ain't going for it, huh? Otter Pops analog. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh yeah, boomers suck and Gen X rules. I mean, come on. That should be written in stone somewhere. I mean, literally carved in the side of a mountain like Mount Rushmore. Boomers suck, Gen X rules. Yeah. I mean, that you have fundamental truths in life, and that is one of them. You know what I'm saying? And we all know this. Hey, that's knowledge that's bone deep level. Gut based knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We just know this at our core. That's that kind of shit. Ah, cool, Christopher. Yeah, needs work. Shit, we'll put in the work. Yeah, we're not afraid of the work, are we, Christopher? Yeah, yeah, Tomcat. The original definition of gay is happy. Yep. And queer is strange. That's what queer means. Strange. Well, y'all probably already know that shit, but it's just, just means strange, odd, different. you know, but then people want to start taking offense to words and shit. And then, and that's the thing, people take offense to it, and then the person saying it, right, saying the insult, realizes that it's getting to them, so they keep repeating it. You know, I did it to my brothers and sisters. I do it to my wife now, and the dogs. So, yeah, given that's just giving someone power over you to be hurt by their words, in my opinion. Yeah, a Gen X Marine is especially dangerous. Yep, you're right about that. Yeah, Christopher. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're justified, all right. Give a press conference dressed as Mad Max. That would be awesome. Yeah, exactly, Don. People need to stop, you know, stop and start at grassroots, lower level, start electing these people that you know, not these people that are backed by billionaires and splashed across the TV and get all the screen time and everything. Those are the people you don't want in there. The people who are on TV the most, or the internet. You know, getting interviewed on the View and shit. Those aren't the people you want in there. Getting, you know, getting FaceTime on Fox. You don't want those people in there. You want the people who've just been working their entire lives. Oh yeah, medical industry needs their money. MW. Yep, they can't. You know, what are they going to do? Yeah, they need that third yacht. You know, they got to keep up with the Joneses too. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, boy. Yeah, vampires live hundreds of years. Maybe that's where we get that tale from. Uh, and I have a hunch that it's something's going on there with the longevity. Nah, Jared. Nah, boomers are the only people that we're allowed to hate without any repercussions. You know, no moral repercussions, no guilt. You don't have to, you know, go to bed beating yourself up, can't sleep because you know you're mad at the boomers. You hate boomers or whatever. Now we can go ahead and do that. You know. Um, I don't think Jesus will get mad at us for doing that. He knows we're right too. He might be a little disappointed, but he won't be too upset with us. Don't ever go to Walmart with your 70-year-old sister, Muskogee. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, I've said that many times. We're selling our time for fake money. Yeah, that's the money represents our time, right? It's just a fake ass, and we let them we let the elites, the people in control, we let them set the value of that money, which is our time. And that's what is happening. We let them place value on our lives. Our life is My life is worth X amount of dollars because George Soros and, you know, Goldman Sachs and all them say it's worth X amount of dollars, not because I am doing anything. You know, if they think that that my time should be less valuable, they would just tank the dollar, pure and simple. Yeah, Duncan, I agree. We need a new planet. Let's start a new civilization on a new planet, a real one. Kind of like kind of like the Dune novels or the Dune movies, where you know how they have AI is outlawed and all that stuff, and their technology is kind of cool and weird because they don't use AI. There's a lot of that stuff they don't use. They're highly advanced, but AI almost destroyed the universe, so they outlawed it. Yeah, we'd have some shit like that. Good as you, living and active. Oh, okay. I've never heard that before. All right, Christopher. Yeah, raised on core values. Non-marine is Gen X and knows how to shoot correctly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's not fixable, Brad. No, you're right. Not at all. It's not even close. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, what you do should be behind closed doors, not in public, not in kindergarten classes, not in all that shit. Yeah, it's nobody, no matter what gender, sexual persuasion, or any of that shit. It's not. It shouldn't be in in public view. Yeah, yeah, Sarge, to control the price of everything, and we are busy chasing money to afford their gift of debt. Yeah, well said, Sarge. It's a shame that people think that he who has all the toys wins at the end. Everyone dies. Yeah. What are all those toys going to get you for the rest of eternity? What did all these toys matter? All this cheap Chinese shit we've accumulated. What will that matter for the rest of eternity? Whether you're an atheist and you think that we just disappear, or you're a Christian or something and you believe that we go to heaven, or whatever your belief system is, what good is it going to do us? And to have a bunch of cheap Chinese shit during this eye blink of an existence on Earth. The answer is absolutely none, zero, nothing. Yeah, Jared. Yeah, we need to get more Gen Xers in office. We we should actually. Cher is a vampire, Muskogee. Yeah, patient with the juniors. I try to be, Christopher. Yeah, I hack on them, but more I hack on the younger folks. Sometimes out of frustration, but a lot of times just out of poking fun on kids. Poking fun at kids. Don. Oh, okay. Boomers at least have some sort of values. Yeah, some of them. Um, Not all of them. Those boomers out there with their No King's Day and shit, dressed up as tacos and stopping traffic and shit for no reason, just because I don't know. I'm still haven't wrapped my mind around that. Because they think we elected Trump king or something. I don't know. It was just, and then see those old men going up to that booth, spanking that Trump doll, saying bad boy and shit. Uh, Yeah, you watch that shit, dude, and it's really hard to have any respect for that entire generation. I know that a lot of them are good people, don't get me wrong, but see that ridiculous shit. But yeah, you're right. These A lot of these younger kids too, though, they're just completely lost. No values. It's all going down the shitter. Yeah, if we let Gen Z run it, it'd be real easy to get it back. Yeah, yeah, Tripwire. Yeah, the OG Dune movie. Yeah, yeah, me too, Jared. Yeah, they are becoming more conservative. The males, anyway. The females are like 90% liberal. Um, and that is, I talked about that yesterday. It's the nature of social media. Uh, so these people that make these horrible videos and talk produce horrible messages for people, even if a bunch of people, but people interact with it and it gets shared and downvoted. Well, these social media, whatever sites or whatever, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all these, they don't give a shit if it's a downvote or an upvote. It's just interaction to them. You're keeping people on their channel. You're bringing people to you're making them money. If you get 10 trillion downvotes and everybody hates you, YouTube and Facebook love you because you're bringing eyeballs to their channel. And that's what we see. And these young women fall for this shit, right? They'll get in there and they'll, and they get rolling with this shit because they're young and impressionable. And it's just a sad fact of the nature of the beast, the social media beast. These companies just want to make money. They don't care if these young women are destroying their lives and all that shit. They don't care. They're gonna stay bitter and lonely and can't find happiness. They don't care. These companies don't care. Stay curious. What's up, Curious? Glad to see you here. No problem. Stay curious. Glad to see you here, man. Yeah. Okay, Sarge, that's cool. Yeah, it's good to see people, younger people acting right, doing trying to trying to have a good life. But I don't blame them for the ones who are nihilistic. I don't blame them at all. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher, yeah. Um and it's like I said, it's the nature of the beast. If you get traction, if say some woman gets mad and she makes a video because everything is posted online now. It's not even relevant. It's not real unless it goes viral. And she goes and rages. She's bitter and pissed off about some shit because her boyfriend broke up with her or whatever. And she gets on there and rages and says some ridiculous shit because out of anger. Now, if and she gets a lot of views and gets traction with that message. Now, what is she going to do? Now, I just made, $3 grand off of this one video. Now I can go back and start talking common sense and talking about how I truly feel day to day, or I can stay with that angry, bitter message and keep making money. Which one am I going to do? You know what I mean? So that's the trap that these young people find themselves in. And not even these young people, but these people do. And the young people are getting caught up in that trap because, say, this 13-year-old girl or whatever, and her little boyfriend just broke up with her, and she sees this message and she relates to it because she's in the same spot. Now, she's going to follow that person, and now all the shit that person says is going to stick in her mind, and she's just going to become more bitter and more angry and more, it's a snowball effect. Yeah, the only proper way to clean a wood chip or marine. Yeah. Yeah, living and active. Neurological dependency on confirmation bias and dopamine hits from interaction. Yep. Yeah, exactly, living. Well said, dude. Um, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's that whole echo chamber thing, right? Once you get into that thing and you know, and you're just hearing what you want to hear, you're hearing the same thing back, just confirmation. It's a lose lose, and that's why I really try to avoid that shit. I like you've heard me say 1,000 times. I question every damn thing. You know. Yeah, yeah, Shannon. Yeah, reason and logic than feelings. I mean, we don't need to be um, like Spock on Star Trek or anything, but still we can't make life decisions through using emotion. It never works. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, that's the way I am. If I don't see it for myself, then, and that, you know, say what you want about that, but I just, I don't believe that shit until I see it with my own eyes. I can lean one way or the other, okay, this makes more sense to me, but uh, I'm not going to say I know unless I do know. Logic is for racists. AF, what's up, AF? Glad to see you here. Yeah. Tell lie vision. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, you're right, though. It is. That's all it does is lie. Yeah. They, we forced the ugly truth and they ran from it, Christopher. All right. Trying to just listen, AF. Kid sounds insulting, Christopher. Yeah. Down here in the South back in the 70s, everybody just called you boy. Hey, boy, come over here. Yeah. I've been called it all kid, boy. Yeah. Yeah, we've been through plenty still here. Yeah, Okies are from Muskogee, Brad. Yeah. That's cool, analog. Yeah. To Motley Crew, huh? That's cool as shit. Yeah. Greenhorn, wet behind the ears, spring chicken. Yeah. Oh, was it? Sniz? Hey, Sniz, you snuck in here on me. Sniz, what's up? Glad to see you here. Analog, the Analog Kid was a Rush song, was it? Analog? Yeah, Christopher. Gen X women are tough. Yep, you got that right. Yeah, cleaning up a Gen Z apocalypse sounds messy. Yeah, yeah, a lot of shit and tears. Oh, all right. So it is analog. All right, that's cool, dude. Nice call, Sniz. Oh yeah, living. Yeah, the punishments of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory were real. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, all right, catch. Yeah, yeah, the worth of a life. Yep. When you get into that shit, really start thinking about it, it's just it's insane. You never really had a kid phase, Roz? Yeah, television, the drug of a nation, the drug of a civilization, Dolby. Now, all of Western civilization. You've been called Michael before, Michelle? Oh, okay, Shannon. It's a farm thing. All right. Oh yeah, Muskogee. We got a lot of advantages. This is a good decade for me, anyway. Oh yeah, whippersnapper. Yep, Duncan. You're right, dude. Yeah, mop it up with our sarcasm, Christopher. Yeah. How can we all be outcasts? Yeah. That's what we're a group of outcasts, right? The outsiders. Yeah, I like Slipknot too, Christopher. I heard they're getting back together and going to come out with new music here pretty quick. I just read that. All right, Sniz. Yeah, spirit of the radio. Yeah, dude. No drug against the war analog. Yeah, we are sarcastic, Duncan. You're right. And I think that, sarcasm, what the hell happened to sarcasm, too? Sarcasm, common sense. Why are we known as, the sarcastic generation? Sarcasm is awesome, you know, in my opinion. Sarcasm is awesome. It's it's funny and sharp and to the point, It just now it's gone out of fashion, I guess, maybe. Or maybe these young people aren't smart enough to pick up on it. It is subtle. Sarcasm is subtle to a point. So maybe they're just not swift enough to pick up or to put down sarcasm. Maybe that it's that simple. Oh, Outsiders was filmed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, Marine. Yeah, beatings taught you to laugh at pain, Christopher. Oh, okay. You got to see Rush twice, analog. Cool. Yeah, he needed the money, Christopher. Yeah, Duncan. Yep. Um, yeah, we program ourselves. Well, I would say we have that ability. A lot of people just don't use that power and just go off of outside programming. I would say, you know, but yeah, we are totally capable of programming ourselves. I completely agree, Duncan. Yeah, if you're raised in a tribe of headhunters, you'll grow up to be a headhunter, Brad. Yeah, you're right, dude. Yeah, living and active sarcasm takes intelligence and genuine wit. Yeah, you like apples, Jared? How about them apples? Yeah. Yeah, satire, irony, any of that shit, Roz. Yeah, it's just right over their heads. Yeah. Yeah, Carlin, Kinnison, Kaufman, Christopher, yep. In the 90s, wasn't it, Sniz, when that term politically correct started coming out? Late 80s, early 90s, I think. And that then after that, that was the precursor to the whole woke shit. It just kind of evolved into wokeness, right? Yeah, stay curious. Yeah, you got to hold up a sign. Getting a tattoo. Yeah. Non-compliant since birth living. Yeah, dude, that's the way to be. Yeah, and that's the thing, Brad. We got to try to break that programming. We have to, maybe that's our mission here on Earth. That's why we're put here, is to break that programming, break out of that. Maybe that is the escape. Maybe that's the way out of this shithole, is to break that programming. If you can't do that within your lifetime, you're born here again, or maybe deleted or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe. I'm just saying maybe. But just to look around and not buy into their bullshit, and to not be as stupid as they think I am, as gullible as they think I am. That in some ways that's enough for me, you know. Uh, just to be awake and question things. That's enough, right? At least I can walk around on this planet with my head held high, knowing that at least I know, if I don't know anything else, at least I know that that they're pulling the wool over my eyes, that they're robbing me, that they're sending us over to die in their wars, they're poisoning us, at the very least. All right, Jared, enjoy your beer, dude. Yeah, all right, it's time. Yeah, Jared. Yeah, we're the anti woke squad here for damn sure. All right, so I gotta bring this to a close. Oh yeah, Jared, Journey kicks ass, dude. I like all that shit, man. And I will say goodbye to the Analog Kid, Tomcat, Stay Curious, Brad Davis, Duncan, Jared, AF, Tripwire, Jeff7, Michelle, Living and Active, Muskogee, God's Marine, Joe P. There he is. Joe P. Glad to see you here, Joe. Did I say Christopher already? Jared. Who else? Sniz. Can't forget Sniz. Analog Kid. Who else we got here? Raziel. Brad Davis. AF. Let's see who else we got. Dog Karma. Thanks again, Dog Karma and Michelle, for handing out gift memberships. That's really awesome. So thank you very much. Dragonfly. Gotta say goodbye to Dragonfly. Who else? Am I missing anybody? Wayne Beatty was here. Did I say Stay Curious already? Tripwire. I know I got Tripwire. Hanging with Christopher. Okay, Rex Chaoticus was here. Jeff7. Dawn. All right. I think that I got everybody. Did I say Jared already? AF, Joe P, Dolby. All right. Design, Build, Create. Goodbye, Design, Build, Create. All right. Yeah, I think I got everybody. All right. Since that's what we're talking about, question everything, we're going to send this spiel out to Stay Curious, because that's a damn good message and it's a damn good handle. Stay curious. So this spiel is dedicated to you. I know you've been waiting patiently for me to shut the hell up and roll your spiel. Stay curious. So here you go, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you for your time. I appreciate your time. I value your time. I'm not one of those elite sons of bitches who think your time is absolutely worthless. I actually value your time. So thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow evening we'll have an evening show. So y'all have a great day. Don't work too hard. Stay warm, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great time. Stay sarcastic, and keep giving boomers hell, right? I'll see you tomorrow, y'all. As always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, it's only $2.99 a month, and I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. But I really appreciate all the support from the members out there. This is the members banner here. And I really appreciate these people. They support the channel directly through memberships, and it helps out a lot. So thank you very much to all the members. If you're interested in Genex gear, we got some pretty cool stuff over there at Redbubble. Genex things and Genex branded stuff, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. But I'll leave that link down in the description too for any of you who are interested. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Genex Things, please put those down in the comments, or you can email us, and the email is genxthings@gmail.com. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.